This news update is brought to you by
Grab somebody and tell them hello. Your happiness will be connect to flow. Smile and cheer because that is we flow. Grab somebody and tell them hello. With your hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. This is how we flow, yeah. Grab somebody and tell them this is how we flow.
Good evening and welcome to the Barbados Today News Update. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Thanks for joining us. Police are investigating the unnatural death of a former commander of the Barbados Coast Guard. Ex-Major Sean Reese's body was discovered earlier today with a gunshot wound to the head around 9:30 a.m. A firearm was also found in the same room at the Nautilus Beach Apartments on Bay Street, St. Michael. The apartment is reportedly owned by his family. Some critical care units at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital have registered an increase in bacteria. Health Minister John Boyce made the revelation at the opening ceremony of Infection Control Week Barbados this morning.
The Infection Control Department at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital continues to maintain surveillance of healthcare-associated infections to ensure a safe environment while patients convalesce. However, within recent times, there have been an increased presentation of bacteria, mainly MRSA. There's of course another word for that, but I will leave that with the professionals this morning. But let's start with MRSA. Klebsiella pneumoniae in our critical care settings, especially the high dependency unit and the medical intensive care unit. It has been reported that this increase is linked to antibiotic misuse and inadequate hand washing on these units.
However, Minister Boyce assures that his ministry has put measures in place to address the situation.
We recognize that the prevention of methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus transmission and infection in acute care facilities is a serious public health challenge with which our health system is grappling. The Ministry of Health, in its determination to overcome this serious public health concern, has adopted a multi-pronged approach to the management of infections that in time will minimize the burden it poses to individuals, families, our society, and the serious drain on public health finances. To this end, there are plans to establish a strong antimicrobial stewardship program at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. The elements of the program will include an infectious disease consultant and the infection control officer who will focus specifically on antimicrobial use and antimicrobial resistance.
Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Agricultural Society, James Paul, welcomes plans by the government to address predial larceny in the country. Over the weekend, Prime Minister Frondell Stewart revealed that his administration was working on new legislation that will ensure that crop thieves and those receiving stolen goods are held accountable. And Paul is hoping that the new laws will be implemented quickly.
The government is also saying to money, as far as what we're going to say, that we also will want to ensure that persons who get involved in agriculture and who are able to make a loan from it, that they guarantee that they have the level of support from the government in order to do that. And I really would want to say that it is something that a lot of farmers have been calling for, and we of course look forward to a very speedy implementation of the new penalties, whatever they may be, and of course the new processes that we've put in place, new programs, in order to ensure that we can have a more vibrant agricultural sector, which will also attract even additional investment that is not attracted at the moment. Because I can say to you that because of the theft of agricultural products, we have investors out there who find it difficult to invest. And therefore, I think it is time that we address that issue.
Paul was speaking at a press conference this morning where he announced that Barbados will be hosting the second Caribbean Agribusiness Forum from November 1 to 7. That forum, he says, will see some 300 delegates from the Caribbean and as far afield as the Pacific journeying to Barbados. A Trinidadian brother and a sister were remanded to prison today after they pleaded guilty to drug charges. 28-year-old Russell James and his 29-year-old sister Stacy appeared in court today to answer charges of possession with intent to supply, trafficking, and the importation of cocaine of over 4 kilos. The two will return to court on October 29 for sentencing. Meantime, Jamaican Neil Alexander Churchill Bennett was also charged with possession with intent to supply and trafficking of 1.25 kilos of cocaine. The 47-year-old was arrested after police executed a warrant of a South Coast apartment where he was staying. The illegal drug was found hidden in a false compartment of his suitcase.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
To news from the region, election observers from the Organization of American States will not be allowed to monitor the December 6 legislative elections in Venezuela. The OAS Secretary General Luis Almagro has repeatedly pushed to have the observers monitor the polls amid opposition concerns. But the country's representative on human rights issues rejected the bid to send the OAS observers, saying Venezuela had no confidence in the organization. On the international scene, Rio de Janeiro was today rocked by an explosion that left 7 people, including a child, nursing injuries. Officials are currently searching the rubble, but so far have reported no deaths. Dozens of buildings were damaged in the blast, which officials suspect was caused by a gas leak at a local business. And finally, voting is on the way in Canada in what has been described as a fiercely contested election. Incumbent Conservative Prime Minister Stephen Harper is fighting for a rare 4th term in office, but the front runner is Liberal leader Justin Trudeau, son of late Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. Pundits predict that the left-leaning New Democratic Party could also play a decisive role in the election results. Opinion polls have suggested many people are still undecided about the poll, which could give them their first new leader in nearly 10 years. And that's our evening update, but for the very latest, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, our email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 101 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. There you can get all the latest news and sports. And don't forget to join us again tomorrow morning for another update. I'm Fernella Wedderburn.